It's time for the true Ghost Rider. I mean, come on, I like Robbie Reyes, but no one tops Johnny Blaze, the one true original Ghost Rider. We're gonna bring you a classic story, the Ghost Rider story written by Daniel Way. And in this storyline, we begin our tale with Johnny Blaze in hell. Let's get him out of there. Hope. A flaming skull sits staring at the road in front of him. The darkness of the void in his eye sockets, and as he leans back at his motorcycle, he pops a wheelie, kicking open the doors to hell, shouting, "Yes!" The Ghost Rider blazes out of the doors of hell, and he turns back to look at the demons, but instead of demons, he sees the devil looking back at him. Johnny Blaze, the host of the Ghost Rider, realizes that he didn't escape hell. Once again, it was a trick from the devil, as the devil tells him, "Sucker." Johnny lets the bike hit the ground as he falls to his knees, shouting, "No!" Staring at the ground, defeated, Johnny tells himself, "Face it, you're never going to get out of hell. The devil won, he beat you. But this is Johnny Blaze, and with the power of the Ghost Rider, he slams his fist into the ground. No! Where he hit is a lowly maggot of a life form, a digger, a being sent to hell to expand the pit. Johnny picks him up by the throat and stares at the terrified little creature. "Enjoying the show, you little freak." The creature panics. No, I'm not here to! And Johnny drops him because the horsemen of the devil are riding in to try and stop him. Johnny brings his arm back, flinging his chain behind him, telling himself that he's sick of running. Let them come. But these horsemen don't grab at Johnny, they grab at the maggot. Save me, please, and take me with you. I'll take us out of here. Johnny watches them leave, and as he glances behind himself, he sees a hole that the maggot was digging. The maggot is brought to the devil's castle, where he's told that he's going to be tortured for trying to escape. And as they are carrying him to the torture pits, the roar of a motorcycle can be heard as Johnny Blaze rides in, flinging his chain. It wraps around the maggot and he rides off, leaving a fiery trail behind him. Johnny whips the chain, bringing the maggot up to the front of the bike with him, and the maggot yells, "You saved me! You saved me, right?" Johnny tells him, "Not yet." And he throws the maggot onto the back of his bike. "Hold on." And the maggot screams, "My arms are too short!" With the hordes of the devils chasing them, Johnny rides as fast as he can until they reach that pit. The maggot is panicking. "I don't want to go back in the pit!" And Johnny informs him, "We aren't. We're going over it." The motorcycle of the Ghost Rider leaves a fiery trail in the sky as Johnny leaps over the gap of the pit. They crash onto the other side with both of them falling off of the motorcycle, but they made it, away from the devil's army. They go deeper into the cave with Johnny telling this maggot to get us out of here. "You know the way, you can dig an exit." But as they get to the end of the cave, Johnny turns back to the maggot and he only finds the devil, smiling. "You really fall for it every time, don't you, Johnny? See you on the other side, sucker." He lets Johnny fall through the boundary of hell, escaping it. Finally. And on the surface, there's an explosion off of the ocean. And then the dead rise and they begin to walk on the water. And Johnny rides with them. Some time passes and Johnny is on the road, pushing his motorcycle down the highway. He's alive and thankful for that, but there is something going on. How did the Ghost Rider literally crawl out of hell? Things are a bit blurry in his mind. A truck pulls up behind him and a woman with her top unbuttoned and short shorts climbs down, telling him that it looks like he's been through hell. Johnny cautiously tells her, "You could say that." She offers him a ride, but Johnny tells her he can't leave his bike, and she looks at him. "Think about it, Johnny. Who's going to steal it?" He grabs her by the throat, demanding to know how she knows his name, and she responds by pulling a gun and pointing it at his gut. He realizes his mistake as she kicks him in the nuts. This isn't Lucifer playing a trick on him, he made a mistake. She explains that her sister had his poster on her wall, and she had this whole fantasy that she was going to marry him. Marry the bad boy and ride off into the sunset. Well, she did marry a bad boy, but he was a loser who liked to choke her. She's going to tell Johnny the same thing that she told him. Kiss it goodbye, and with that, she began to leave. Johnny begs for her to take him. He's sorry, so she loads him up, unwilling to leave him here to die. She brings him to the Iron Skill at a truck stop and hands him a little money for food. He walks into the bathroom and he gives himself a clean shave and he cuts his hair. And outside, a van from a funeral home pulls up. A decaying corpse turns back to the family in the back seat. "I want you all to stay put, is that clear? Good!" A crying child turns to his mother. "I thought Grandpa died." And his mother tells him, "Grandpa did. That's not Grandpa." The corpse climbs out and puts the gas pump into the car, looking to the sky. "It's a beautiful day," he tells himself as he walks away, leaving the gas pump to overflow. And he exclaims, "It's a beautiful day to be alive." He walks in to get a book of matches, and as he's standing at the counter, a burning hot light begins to fill the room. The corpse turns to the light. "Hello, Johnny." Standing there is the Ghost Rider, and he sees the true face of the corpse. It's the devil. Johnny throws him out of the building through the window, and he realizes that was a bit too easy. He walks out of the diner telling the devil, "Not so tough up here, are you?" The devil gets on his knees looking up. "Not yet, but I'm working on it." "Oh yeah? Work on this!" And he puts a boot into the devil's face. Inside the van, the little boy's crying for his mommy, and the woman sees the keys in the van. She leaps to the front seat, while outside of the van, the devil is looking down at the puddle of gasoline that he's created. "I almost feel sorry for you, Johnny. Almost. You've entangled yourself in a situation that is completely over your head and you don't even know it." Johnny looks around the van, sitting in the gas, and he realizes what's going on. If he walks into that gas, the whole van will blow up. He can't walk forward with his hellfire. The devil is safe there. The devil stands up. "What's it going to be, Johnny? The innocents or me? Tick-tock, tick-tock, time's up!" The devil pulls out some matches, but inside of the van, the woman turns the key, hoping to escape when the ignition goes off, lighting the gas and blowing up the whole van. As Johnny is looking at the mess trying to figure out what happened, a truck pulls up next to him with glowing yellow eyes. "Suicides go to hell, Johnny. You shouldn't have hesitated." Then more cars arrive trying to run over Johnny with more people in them who have glowing yellow eyes. "Don't worry, Johnny, you'll get another chance. 665 to be exact." And all of the cars leave as Johnny shouts out, "No!" And then in a whoosh, Johnny is gone. And he is now standing in a graveyard with a ball of white light in front of him. "Hello. My name is Stephen Strange. You must stop your quest, Ghost Rider. Further involvement with Lucifer will only make the situation worse. You must stop or I will stop you." Johnny ponders it for a second, and then he flings his chain. "Nice try, Lucifer." It wraps around Strange's neck, and Johnny flings him. "You aren't going to fool me again." He runs up, kicking Strange in the head. "Hey, Doc, shut up and fight." Johnny blazes. "Now I'm sure that it's you. Only you would be this imbecilic." He blasts Johnny in the chest, throwing him back, and as he's launched into the air, he flings his chain down again. Strange smiles. "You missed." "No, I didn't." And Johnny yanks the gravestones from behind Strange, throwing them into him. Strange blows up the pile of rubble on himself, shouting, "Enough! I brought you here with a hope to reason with you, but now I see that you are beyond reason." He gets into a martial arts fighting pose, and Johnny stares at him. "That's how you're going to take me out? Kung Fu?" Strange shouts, "I'm not Lucifer!" And Johnny breathes fire all over him. "Liar!" As Strange casts a spell, a beam of light drops from the sky, hitting Johnny. Strange walks over to him to find only a skeleton where the Ghost Rider was, and that skeleton has no life in it. Johnny in his own head is trying to figure out what happened. He can't move, he can't hear. Did he die? The chain rises out of the ground, completely wrapping around Strange, though. Life returns to the Ghost Rider, and his fire ignites. He pulls Strange in close, and he stares at him. "Open your eyes, demon, and look upon me." And he hits Strange with a penance stare. "You son of a burn!" And once he sees all of Strange's sins, Johnny realizes that it was, in fact, not the devil. It was Stephen Strange. He looks down at the now dead Strange, realizing that he screwed up. He screwed up bad. He tries to give him chest compressions, calling out that he needs him to breathe. "You need to come back. I don't have the kind of power to help you, Strange." And in a flash of white light, a woman appears, telling Johnny, "You have more power than you know. More power than any human should have." The fires of vengeance go out. Johnny looks up. "Are you an angel?" "To some, but to Stephen I am simply a friend." She lands, and she begins to cast her spells, hoping to revive him. "I'm sorry. I thought it was Lucifer. I didn't know." She looks at him. "There is much that you do not know." So Johnny lets the fires rage, and the fires of vengeance reignite. "Do you know what's going on? What is Lucifer doing? What did he mean by 665 chances?" "I cannot involve myself in this, Johnny." He flings the chains around the angel's neck. "Too late. How dare you? I want answers." "You want vengeance." "Exactly!" "You poor soul. Do you know where this path will lead you?" "Yes, I've been there and back, and I brought the devil with me. If you know his plan and how I can stop him, I need to know those answers." "You can't stop him, because you are his plan. The devil can't cross into the celestial plane. So when you crossed wholly intact, the devil was broken into 666 pieces and sent around the world. Each of those pieces landed in a recently deceased body, one that hadn't crossed over yet. Each time you kill one, the remaining pieces will get stronger. He wants you to kill him, to bring his power back to him, here on the celestial planes." "Why me? Can't anyone kill him?" Yes, that would work up to a point, but eventually his individual bodies will become so powerful that only you can destroy them. Well, why doesn't he just kill himself? You already know that answer, Johnny. Suicides go to hell, and he's not about to volunteer to go back. So I'll go get him and drag him down to hell myself. You said I have the power to cross the plains, right? She looks down. Yes. Then that's what I'm going to do. The motorcycle rides up to its host and Johnny Blaze hops on it. And not you, or anyone else is going to stop me. He roars off into the night, and as she cries, her tears fall to Stephen Strange's face, bringing him back to life. He rubs his head and he looks at her. Why are you crying? And she looks at the fiery trail. Because he's right. I hope you enjoyed this classic Ghost Rider story. Now, we did this initial episode to see if anybody's even interested in it. And if you want more Ghost Rider, if you want it on a weekly basis, then give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click our playlist where we tell you more Ghost Rider stories. It was truly epic, and it's one of my favorite Ghost Rider classic storylines. Don't forget to check it all out by sticking around on this channel, and I'll see you next time right here.